everyone. This is Malu Gonzalez in the system office. I see that we have a quorum. So with that, I'll turn the call over to Chair Long to begin the meeting.
Well, thank you, Malou, and good afternoon, everyone. This is Regent Tom Long, and welcome all to the Telephonic Finance and Audit Committee meeting for Thursday, November 13th, 2025. For the record, the time is 2 p.m. This meeting has been duly posted with the Secretary of State as required by open meeting laws. Please note the audio of this meeting is being broadcast live. Before we take a roll call, I'd like to remind everyone to please mute their phones unless you need to speak, of course. Malou, let's begin the roll call.
Thank you, Chair Long, and I see you're present, Regent Austin.
Present.
Thank you, Regent Scott.
Present.
Thank you, Regent Flores.
Present.
Thank you. Are there any other regents on the call? Moving on to our system staff, Chancellor McCall.
Present.
Thank you, Daniel Harper.
Present.
Thank you, Carol Fox.
Here.
Nelly Herrera.
Here.
Nisa Varger.
Here.
Ramona Strickland. Michaela Steiner. Here. Kelly Winmute. And do we have any other system staff on the call? Great, thank you. Moving to our institutions and beginning with Lamar University.
Amy Taylor.
Mary Wicklund.
Kenny Rodriguez.
Yes.
Thank you, Sam Houston.
Elisa White.
And Amanda Withers.
Thank you, Saul Ross.
Ben Teleska.
Mary Wicklund.
Thank you, Texas State University.
Kelly Damphus.
Eric Algo.
Thank you, LIT.
Sid Valentine.
Thank you.
Leanna Odom.
Thank you, Lamar State College Orange.
Wendy Elmore.
Leanna Odom.
Thank you, and Lamar State College Port Arthur.
Leanna Odom.
Thank you. Did I miss anyone? That concludes roll call. I'll go ahead and turn it to you, Chair Long.
All right, thank you, Malou. Daniel, Carol, and I had an opportunity to review the agenda prior to this meeting. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and turn the meeting over to Daniel, who will present the Finance and Audit Committee agenda items. Daniel?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have one action item. We have 4 informational items and then a short consent agenda for today. The first item is proposed is the Texas State Ground Lease and Development Agreement for 429 and 403 North Guadalupe Street in San Marcos. This item would authorize a 75-year ground lease with 2 possible 10-year extensions on the 3-acre site that is just south of Jones Dining and Trouth Huffman Hall on the San Marcos campus. The primary purpose of this is to partner with Midway Hospitality Group to develop an upper scale, full service, 130-room hotel on campus. Midway will partner with New Waterloo to operate the hotel. The ground lease is proposed to be a minimum of $200,000 a year lease revenue with a 2% escalation, which is approximately $40 a square foot, up to 1% of total gross revenues. Additionally, we're proposing a 240 room night credit that will be provided to Texas State as part of this lease. The proposal also contemplates leasing an adjacent 1-acre shopping center that has 5 storefronts. This was recently purchased by Texas State, and the rate for that is based on the same $40 per square foot, which would yield somewhere around $50,000 per year in ground lease revenue. One of the other highlights to note is that in order to assist the hotel developer with the financial feasibility of the hotel, we are proposing a 7-year construction loan from Texas State to the developer at a rate of 4.5% interest, which is approximately 100 basis points more than we receive from Texpool Prime, where we hold a portion of our operating funds. This would be a 2% rate discount from the current market rates that the developer can secure. Providing this construction loan allows for the startup to be financially feasible on the project. I will add this does introduce additional risk to the project, but we feel the risk is appropriate to accept. And in some instances, this actually places the system and the university in more control during the construction phase of the project. Lastly, in the development agreement, we're proposing to lease up to 130 garage parking spaces at Tower Parking Garage, which is across the street from the proposed site, at a rate of $115 per month with a 2% escalation. And I'd also note that in the development agreement, we have incorporated significant approvals that will be required by the university and the system throughout the life of the project, including the design, who operates, branding, and the retail component that would be inside the hotel. And with that layout, I'll ask Dr. Danfus if he has any additional items he'd like to add to the discussion.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor Harper. Chair Long, Regents, and Chancellor McCall, if approved, this 4-star full-service hotel located at the premier location within walking distance of downtown San Marcos will achieve the 3 goals that we started off with in this project. First, it will elevate the stature and on-campus experience of Texas State by providing high-quality lodging for our visitors and guests. Second, and crucially, this innovative partnership is designed to generate a sustainable and significant revenue stream for Texas State that will be used to improve our instructional capacity and scholarships for students as well. Finally, this hotel will spur additional growth and economic development in downtown San Marcos, which will further increase the quality, safety, and sense of place and reputation of the city that we call home, which is be important for advancing our town and gown relationship. Happy to answer any questions you all have.
Well, thank you, Dr. Danfus. Regent Long, given that this is our only action item, I'm not sure if you'd like to request a vote now or proceed with the informational item in the consent agenda.
Why don't we go ahead and proceed, and then we'll do the voting. If it's okay with you, Daniel?
Yes, sir. So the first informational item we have is the operating budget adjustments for the current fiscal year. This takes into account adjustments made based on the beginning of the fall semester. And as customary, the adjustments predominantly are focused on the auxiliary enterprise. And we have a 10% increase in the revenues for auxiliary, which includes athletics, parking, dining, and bus fees. The other 2 categories in our budget, education in general and designated, don't have a material change. The next informational item is our quarterly investment report for as of 8/31. Operating long, we have $217 million invested in our operating long, and our year-to-date return was 12%. The endowment is $570 million and had a similar return of 12% for year-to-date. The next informational item is our annual foundation reports. We have 10 related foundations that are associated with the component institutions and the system office, and the assets of those is around $430 million. And We have a short write-up just on each one of those. The last informational item is the status of the implementation of the audit recommendations. And unless there's questions on the informational item, we can proceed with the consent agenda. We have 5 items on the consent agenda. The first one is Sam Houston State University dual credit fee rates. This discontinues the previous board-approved $50 per semester credit hour fee on dual credit courses. So Sam Houston would only charge the $50 per semester credit hour designated tuition rate to lower the cost for the ISDs that Sam Houston partners with, and also bring this more in line with the general state of the pricing model for dual credit. The next item is Sul Ross State University. This would dissolve the board-approved Title V matching quasi-endowments. They have 3 quasi-endowments associated with a Title V matching grant. The value of those is $2.8 million, and the obligations associated with those Title V grants has been fully met. The next item is also for Sul Ross State University. This is with the Rio Grande campus. The lease with Southwest Texas College proposes a 4-year lease extension for the sites in Del Rio, Eagle Pass, and Uvalde, and not to exceed $5 million. Next item is for Texas State University. This is a land purchase of 130 acres that's near Ocarina Springs for $4.5 million. And the last item is an annual reoccurring item, which is the ratification of the non-credit courses offered by the Lamar State Colleges. Approval of this allows those courses to be eligible for state formula funding. And Mr. Chairman, that concludes the layout of the Finance and Audit Committee agenda items.
All right, very good. And Daniel, just to be clear, as far as approvals, then I guess we're ready to ask for those. I know we've got the next step of moving all the items to the full board.
Yes, sir.
So do you want to start with the first approval that you needed before that, or?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So we can just do one singular approval. If the committee wishes to refer all of the items discussed to the full board for future consideration, and we can take a vote on that item.
Okay, let's go with that then. So do I hear from the committee members that do y'all all agree about moving these items to the full board? And we'll start with you, Regent Austin.
Approved.
Very good. Regent Scott?
Yes, sir. Approved.
All right. With that, all items are approved.
Thank you, sir.
Well, with that, thanks to everyone for calling in. Unless there's further discussions, this concludes our telephonic meeting today. Looking forward to seeing everyone next week for the board meeting in Huntsville. For the record, the time is 2:13.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
Yep.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.